In our village, the children were raised with three cardinal rules. First, you must never eat at your neighbor's house, because this was how the mothers stole your body. Second, you must never respond when you hear your name in the night, because this was how the mothers stole your soul. Lastly, if you ever made it out of our little village, you certainly never returned, lest the mothers set your mind on fire and make you mad. In our village, no one was rich. When you made money, no one could know. You dressed in rags and ate dirt like everyone else because the mothers were watching. The mothers convene at night. Sometimes, if you're unlucky enough to wake in the middle of the night, you can hear them laughing in the moonlight, dancing to imperceptible otherworldly beats. Some nights, if you left your windows or doors open, they'd come in. They'd pound yams for a few hours in your kitchen. It was like they wanted you to know. They wanted you curious. They wanted you to come and check. The mornings were the worst. You'd hear the loud distant scream of a woman mourning for her dead child, and you'd know the mothers had visited that household. You'd see a man run out of his house at top speed, naked, his penis swinging in the wind, and you'd know the mothers had made him mad. Worst of all, when it was your family, people came around, bearing sorry faces, slapping their chests and spitting on the ground. Sometimes, exorcists would come, and they would pray for your household. But your child would never return to you, and your husband would still parade in Market Square, eating garbage and babbling nonsense. And this was how it was. The mothers would laugh in the middle of the night, and a child would be dead in the morning. One day, a strange family arrived. Strange because they wore white cloaks and carried cowries for some reason. Stranger still because they moved in. They must already be mad if they moved to our village. We learned to avoid the mad family. Since they moved in, even more terrifying sounds could be heard at night. Yes, the mothers had their conventional nighttime revelry, but now we could hear even stranger incantations coming from the middle of town. The mornings were the worst. We would wake up to see a multitude of blackbirds. We would wake up to see a multitude of black birds of prey strewn everywhere. No one understood. No one could explain where these dead birds came from. Only that they sometimes transformed into humans. Naturally, we wanted answers. Maybe the strange family had those answers. But they wanted nothing to do with us. They never spoke. They never responded. They never made eye contact. The atmosphere in the village grew heavier with each passing day. A palpable tension that seemed to suffocate the very air. The arrival of the strange family in white cloaks had upset the fragile balance the village had maintained with the mothers. Now, with the appearance of dead birds that transformed into humans by morning, a new terror gripped the hearts of the villagers. It was a horror beyond the comprehension of even the oldest elders. They whispered that the end of days might be upon them. Amidst this dark chaos, a young girl named Amma found herself drawn to the strange family. Amma, unlike her peers, was not content with the explanations given by the elders, or terrified by the legends of the mothers. She was driven by a desire to understand, to uncover the truth behind the mysteries plaguing her village. Her curiosity was a flame that not even the dire warnings of the elders could extinguish. One night, braver than ever, Amma decided to confront the strange family. She waited until the moon was high and the village was settled into a fearful silence, save for the distant laughter of the mothers and the eerie incantations from the town center. She approached the strange family's house, her heart pounding in her chest, and knocked softly on the door. Then she was struck dumb. One moment she was knocking, but at this moment she stood petrified, unable to move her own body. We found sweet Amma in the town center the next morning, petrified, staring blankly at the sky. Blackbirds everywhere around her. Poor Amma, spellbound, killed.